Sunday morning, 14th of April, 6:30. Gonna get an early start. Last night we got the drill over to Graham and Martin's, got the drill set up, got the seed in the tank, got calibrated. We're set at, we are set at 190 kilos per hectare. Spring barley going in. Probably didn't mention this already, but there was a shortage of spring seed. Davo should be here in a minute. He was here last night on his own, taking one for the team, but he got a field. He's plenty far ahead of us now. This is some of Graham and Martin's cattle. We will get tractors warmed up, check oils, and we will be good to go. Dave had a fair day yesterday and it come up really well. So there's rain forecast early hours tomorrow morning. So we're going to try and get done whatever we can get done. Dave's going to move on to the next 3 fields. Dave will get finished and we will just try and catch him up in the drill. We'll have a good day anyway. We'll see how far we get. Yeah, it's going to stop us for a bit. Looks like, you know, a fair bit of rain going to come. We'll just see what comes, and then it's looking like high pressure again towards the end of next week, so we should be back at it. Oh yeah, lovely. That's what I want to see. Nice. I haven't really driven that tractor since it's come back. I think the guys say it's fine. The gearbox is still a bit weird. We'll talk about that another day, but for the most part it's all right. Dave's going to give it a good check over, just give everything a good look over. I just want to make sure my wheel eradicators are back in. We've had this drill off, so we've got some setting up to do. We've got to make sure she's running level, make sure she's burying seed, and make sure wheel eradicators are in. I think Farmer took the stand out for me yesterday. Yes, he did. We are full up with seed, so we can just go and get going as soon as we're all warmed up. We gave her a good grease up last time, so it's only done 2 hours in the morning, so it doesn't need a grease up. Alright, just need to, I don't know if we're going to be able to tighten those, Dave. That wants to be about there. What we got? Yeah, grab the spanners. We'll just see if we can tighten them up a little bit. So me and Dave are going to make a start. Graham and Martin will be here later on, I suspect. They'll be here shortly, and they'll bring seed over to us as we need it, no doubt. But for the time being, we'll just keep running back, filling up the seed. There's no issues. We've got one field in there with a spring in it, so we have got to be careful of that one. Dave's going into there. He's going to do this big one below it, and then there's one above it which has a spring in it. I have told him about it, so he shouldn't drive in it. But stranger things have happened. Farmer actually, he said he weren't very close to it with a combine and still went in it last year, so Dave should have fair warning. There should be 2 giant combine tyre holes. Show you the seed. This is spring barley, quite a nice sample actually. So I don't know what variety it is, we'll ask Graham later. But we've got a nice good till now. That cultivator's done a lovely job. It was ever so tight, we had to go through it. On a normal year we would like to just come up here and drill straight in. That would probably give you the best results, less wheelings. Left a nice level finish. That cultivator does a really nice job. Yeah. Really happy with that actually. Got 3 fields along the bottom here. Dave's in this one starting here, and then we've got a big one on the bank. We'll see how far we get. We might not get it all done. It might be too wet, you know, the stuff Dave's pulling up might be too wet to get on with, so we might have to come back, but we'll see. If I'm honest, she ain't bad like that. behind us. Oh yeah, there's our seed. We should use about 850 kilos of seed for this field, so most of that tank should be used. You know, we should be getting down to the alarm by the time we're done, so that's how we'll know our seed rate is correct. We're just on a, I don't know how he drills this one. This is 10 acre they call this one, but I've no idea if he drills it on a straight line or what. Both edges curve away, so I've no idea what to do there. I've just picked the straightest of the edges, and we've done a contour, so whether that's right or not, he'll figure it out when he gets to the spray, won't he? That's a job, just to pick out the blooming mark. I can't see that, can you? Marker arm goes down. Oh, there it is. Can pick it out. Christ. Yeah. Right. Well, we're back at it at least. Anyway, you know, we should get a good day in today. Hopefully, no breakdowns. We'll have a good day. Where is Dave? Dave should be on the field just in front of us somewhere. I can't see him yet. Anyway, I know the signal in this area is a bit weird, so we're just going to play it by ear with that one. But Speedworking monitor going good. I see the boys at Dove Farms got one, so hopefully they like it like I like it. You know, it's good. I think it, for the price, it's limited good system. They're sending me some stuff so we can. There's a new update they're really excited about. It's called the spring update, but we'll talk about it when it comes. They've got to send me a new aerial and something else, I don't know, but hopefully it gets here soonish, because I'm on holiday soon, and yeah, but it's supposed to be coming, so we'll see. And yes, basically you're instead of being stuck with the RTK SIM card, which is based on phone signals, you can use the satellites as well, the free satellites. And yeah, we'll see how it works, see how it goes. You know, for those problem areas, you know, for most operations you don't need RTK. You know, for RTK really you only need that so you can do like control wheelings, come back to, and we don't even use, you know, this is obviously RTK, but we don't use the control wheelings part of it. You could, you know, you've got to go and set it up and make sure it's right. It'd be nice to see how accurate it is in terms of the line on the satellites, so we'll see. But yeah, you know, drilling, yeah, you might want the RTK for, but that's it here on this farm. But we'll give it a good test when it comes, and I'll show you all about it. But yeah, I hope the guys over at Dove Farms like it, because I'm pretty keen on it. So yeah, I'll say to them guys, make sure you get a spring update. If you ask your man who installed it, he'll know what I'm on about. Just get him to update it when it's ready. I'm not sure if it's ready or out yet, but it's out soon, I know that. Got a little wet corner over here. That's not pretty. It's a little bit wetter than you'd like, so we've done what we can with it. We've avoided a little bit of it. We're going to have to do something here. I'll go as far as I can. That'll do. You can see what sort of it's different to what we got at home. It's more silt than it is clay, and it's hard to tell you the difference between silt and clay, but silt is more fine. It's really slippery. It's like slime. It's the only way to describe that. So, but 99% of this field is pretty good. So we'll just reverse back onto the. There we go. That's about as far as you want to go. drill down, bit of wheel spin, let the marker down. That's all we can do with it really. Yeah, just you know, it will dry. It needs 5 or 6 more days in that corner, but you can't wait that long, you see. You got to get going. All of this is perfect. Dave's done a lovely job. He managed to stay out the wet hole, so fair play to him. You know, he ain't got a lot of experience on young Dave there, so he's done well to stay out of that, if I'm honest. He's actually, I think he's nearly finished on the top field there, and he ain't rang me, so he must be doing all right. But yeah, different soil types here. They're like sandy silt. You know, we haven't got any of these soil types at home. You know, this soil in particular, it's very fine, silty sand is the best way to describe it. But you know, it's going in, and I think Graham and Martin will be pleased. Oh God! If we can beat the rain, wow! Well, I imagine we'll get a lot. We'll get enough done today, you know. Well, I'm planning on getting enough done. I'm gonna go until I've had enough. Got the seed alarm going off. Cameras in the seed tank. I don't know if that picks it up very well, but I can see in there that I've still got plenty of seed. So yes, I haven't got to keep. Well, if you were getting towards the end of the field, you start jumping out, checking to see if you got enough to finish it. First little bit we did with it, unbelievable. You know, grass seed in there, fine seeds. You know, it's just ideal. Oh, yeah, noise is annoying. I know I've got enough in there. You know, oh, I can start seeing the grid, so I'm heading towards the gate on this one, so we're going to go grab another load of seed. But having that grid in there, it just gives you peace of mind. You can just see, you know, you haven't got to worry like, oh, how much can I do without running out. Yeah, really like that camera. I'm glad we got that. But yeah, if you've got one of these and you're drilling with it, get yourself a camera, stick it in the hopper. It's really easy. Yeah, it's ideal actually. It's brilliant. Right, we've had a disaster. Just come back for some seed and got a massive hydraulic leak on this tractor. Just lifted her up and it was spewing out the top. I don't know, farmers coming up to look at it. Managed to get the drill off, but it is absolutely just pouring out of there. So farmer's going to come up and look at that. Dave's had a bearing go on the Ultimax, so he stopped as well. So we've got the 8S here. We're going to put the 8S on the drill, keep going. Ag will come up and fix the tractor and the drill. They'll tow the drill home. It's on one of the wings, so we'll just tow it home, fix it at home. It's easier. And yes, doesn't always go swimmingly. Look at the state of this. But you just got to get everything disconnected as best you can and get the thing off. They're going to tow that one out the way. Ah, it's my drill tractor, man. There we go. The moment you turn that on, that is absolutely spewing out. So yes, don't quite know what is up with that, but Ag will tell us another day. We'll get another tractor in here and we will get back up and rolling. We're on the 8S anyway. We're going to have a little go on that, so that'll do. And it's going to shut us down by a couple of hours, but we'll be back up and rolling pretty soon, I'm hoping. There is oil everywhere here. Yep, I'm going to be caked. I'm going to stink as well. Hydraulic oil stinks. Back up and running. We're on the 8S. Oh man, this tractor takes some figuring out. If you don't drive it every day, you're not used to it, so you've got to find everything. We're up and running. We've got the GPS set up. We're drilling. I hope. I will check in a minute and make sure. Oh my goodness. What? That was a mad hour, you know. Apparently there's Graham found a loose bolt on the back end of that tractor, but Christ almighty, that lost some oil in a short amount of time. Graham's just watching on the headland. He's going to bring the seed van for us as we need it, so that'll save us traipsing the tractor back and forth. Pretty sure I've got the hang of this thing. I'm going to need 3 hands in a minute. We're just going to lift our marker arm up. That's on a timer. And the drill comes up. Then a quick spin around. The other drill, you can sort of hear everything working. This one we're well, it's just a bit quieter in it. And goes the marker arm. You know, everything's on the handle. It is beautiful, this thing. I think, you know, Keithy was telling me for the most part it is you know, they fix everything they said they would fix, but the gearbox we find is still, it's laggy 1 minute, then it changes gear randomly, and then it's snappy, and then it just feels like it's all over the place. I suspect it'll want another calibration, but you know, they don't show us how to do it, and I don't think they expect you to do it, but I don't know. Apart from that, it's yeah, it's ideal. Hell of a machine, this thing. Yeah, Dave had a bit of bad luck. Bearing gone on the wing, and it was dragging the whole bloody assembly, so he couldn't keep going. So he's gonna, they're sending him another tractor. They're gonna try and keep going with one of Graham's old cultivators and see if we can keep going here. But yeah, it's just getting used to this thing now. It just takes a minute to get used to where everything is. Once you're used to it, it's bloody beautiful. Yeah, this tractor doesn't turn as tight as that other one. You sort of get into a routine of how you do it. We ain't got no camera now. The camera's we ain't got no C-tank camera now, so we're without that for the time being, but that doesn't matter. Yeah, got to pay attention to the alarm, so there we go. What do we do here? If we start list of tasks, should be a task thing somewhere. Don't know, I can see what I need to see. Yeah, I don't use this tractor, so Keithy uses it the most, so, but as long as we can keep going. This tractor's got big tyres. It just so happened Dave broke a bearing at the same time that tractor started spewing out oil, so that was a bit yeah, a bit of a coincidence. So we managed to pull that tractor forward, oil everywhere, and then get this one hooked on, get it set up, yeah, we can keep going. But breakdowns are not your friends. There's Graham waiting with the bucket there. He just opens the bucket. It's undressed barley seed. I might need to let that down a little bit, because there's something not good. Just adjust our max height a couple of notches. If you lift it up too high, the PTO starts knocking where it's all you know, it's all bent in an S shape. This thing's a hell of a thing. Christ, if this was your tractor, you use it every day. Christ, what a thing. We rarely use it, you know. Me, Keithy uses it the most, but spent most of the year last year in the Menders, and yeah, we're hoping to give it a good bloody test this time, because we haven't really used it. And yeah, this has got TerraStar on it, so you know, it's accurate for the most part, but you just, when you come back to your line, you just got to put it back to you just move yourself back on the line, and it's pretty good then. Right, anyway, we're going to crack on for a bit, and we'll come back later once we've got another field out the way. I get a couple of questions where people say, what are you using your markers? Well, if the GPS messes up, we can keep going. And the other one, the markers do your tram lines in the field, so you've got to have your markers. It's just how this drill works. Some drills work, I think, on the linkage going up and down, so you know, you wouldn't have to have markers, but if you've got markers, you can keep going even when things do happen, you know, things always happen where, you know, things aren't quite right. But, right, anyway, cracking on. I'm covered in oil stink. Oh, it's just going to be a day of misery now, but the sun's shining and everything's drying, so we've got to be happy about something, haven't we? It's not going to be one of them days today. I don't know why, but the fan's been going constantly. I haven't done anything to turn it off. I get a third of the way down the field, the fan's been turned off since this half of the field. I've now got, it's so bloody quiet in here, you can't hear the fan, so you can't hear what you're doing. All I've got is, oh my god, it's going to be one of them days, I'm afraid, and I've got to watch this bloody computer like a hawk now. Oh dear me, give us a break please. I have no idea why it would turn its PTO off. There's no reason for it to have turned it off. I've done nothing for it to make it turn it off. Luckily I have. I don't know if we're right on our marks now. You might have a field fully drilled with no tram lines now, but yeah, flipped about. You've got to get out the tractor, you've got to go and find your seed. It's there on the last time round, so for some reason, oh, I don't know, Graham's waiting for seed for me. I should be nearly done with this one, but never mind. Right, crack on, I suppose. Oh, I thought it was 5 o'clock. It's not. He didn't change the clock in here. It's 20 past 6 already. We still got, I think he said that was 18 and another 9, 27 acres, as well as the middle of this big one. So we don't know if we're going to get this finished tonight. We're going to have a go, but I've got 2 bars of fuel, so Dave's going to run and grab me some fuel quick. And yes, if everybody's willing to stay and we got the seed, I think we'll put it in, because it's going to rain about 2 o'clock in the morning. I think we'll get it done. I think we'll get it done, you know, it'll be late, it might be 11 o'clock. I think we'll get it done. I think we'll be as well to get it done. But they are talking high pressure next week, so I don't think it's the end of the world. We'll just see how it goes. 1 bar of fuel. Okay, yeah, Dave's gonna have to run and grab fuel. Oh, it's not without its problems. There's wet areas in every field. Oh, you sort of just have to drill around them. You know what it'll be, it will be. But yes. Anyway, we're sort of cracking on with it. This tractor, look at that, where the oil spilt on the drill. Look. So that's a good mucky mess. Quite a big field, this one. I don't know how many hectares it is, but we've gone through 2 bags of seed and we've just started going up and down. So yeah, come back when it's dark and I'll show you the lights on this thing. The lights are mental. But yeah, looks like we're going to need some fuel anyway. Oh boy, should have bought the fuel bars with us this morning, shouldn't we, eh? Should have bought it. Just stopped for a fuel top up. Dave saved the day. That was on the red. I don't think it would have made it. Got 2 fields left. About 18, no. What's the first one? I think it's about 27 acres, something like that. Got a few more hours at it yet. We're going to be in the dark, aren't we, Dave? Yeah. Right. It's the next day. It's raining, just like they said it would. We're not expecting a lot. And you're probably wondering why there's no nighttime footage of us drilling, and that's because me and Davo got up to the field last night after fueling up, got back up to the field, and then was doing our seed check, and I noticed there was a problem with one of the pipes. So I didn't have the bit on me, it was back at the we're at the furthest point away from camp, and I didn't have the part on me to fix it there and then, so it was already a long enough day as it was, and everybody had had enough. So it meant going back all the way to the grain store and fixing it, and then coming all the way back up there to start drilling, and we wouldn't have been done to the early hours of the morning. So yeah, we sort of decided, you know, there's fine weather at the end of the week, you know, it's this little rain, you know, we could be drilling by this afternoon. So yeah, me and David had a good 15 hours at it, so we done well, and considering the breakdowns, we got plenty done. You know, we got enough done. We were within 2 fields of finishing, so yeah, so that's where we finished up. But it's not a big breakdown, it's just a seed foot I've got to repair quickly, but we will get to that. We will get to that later on. We'll go over there and fix it. This rain event is only meant to last this morning, and then, you know, possibilities of showers following through. So you know, it could be dried up by this afternoon. It hasn't come a lot, so we're going to give the guys a hand with the cattle this morning. We'll probably go and do a hay delivery, then we'll get over to the drill. The drill needed a good grease up as well. It had a good day on it, you know. I needed to grease it up. It would have been about you know, it wouldn't have been crazy, but by the time I got back to the field where I was, it would have been pitch black, starting in the dark. There's a spring in there, I didn't want to get in there, and yeah, so it was just the way it was. But never mind, we had a good day. We had 2 big breakdowns. They reckon one of the bolts broke out the I'll show you it, because it's hard to explain where it is on that one, but Christ almighty, that let some oil out of the back of that tractor. Me and Dave, we had to work fast. The moment you turn the key on, it was absolutely, I mean, gushing out. Like, it would empty itself in about 2 minutes. So we literally had to drop that drill off, tow the tractor around. Darren came and got the tractor. Ollie's got it, he's gonna mend that one. There was a broken bolt out of one of the slices at the back, but I'll show you another day when it comes back. So we had to swap it onto the 8S. The Colty Max had a bearing gone in one of the wing wheels, so that was dragging, and that wasn't doing a very good job. So Farmer come and picked that up, so we'll have a look at that and see what went wrong there. Farmer's going to order some parts today for that. Luckily enough, Graham had a small cultivator for David to finish up with, so he managed to get everything finished. We just got to go up there and drill those last 2 fields. It'll take about 3 hours to finish, so either this afternoon or tomorrow we'll get that done. No worries, we're not worried at all. You know, if we didn't have any breakdowns, we'd have probably finished that without too much problems at all, actually. Yeah, it drilled quite nice, you know, some knobbly bits in there, but it wasn't too bad. Nothing else is going to go for us, so we're in no big rush to get back to it. You know, if that was our last little bit and that was the end of it, Farmer would have gone up there, fixed it and greased up and gone into the night, I know he would. But we've got plenty more to go on to, and we can't get onto that until the weekend anyway, because it's just still too wet. So we're in no rush, if you know what I mean.